Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Dyes, and I'm going to be showing you how to string your STX surgeon with a high pocket. And so a high pocket is when the pocket's going to sit up past the midpoint of the head. It's really nice because it has a quick release, can give you a lot of hold, and add a lot of shot speed. So today I'll be showing you a detailed sidewall tutorial on how to string an STX surgeon with a high pocket. Alright guys, so you can see I've already got my top string strung. It's a triangle 9-diamond top string. You can string just a normal 9-diamond top string if you want, but I prefer the triangle. It doesn't matter as long as it's 9 diamonds. And so you can see I put my top string through the first hole of the sidewall. I'm going to start stringing my sidewall through the second hole. So I'm going to take my sidewall string and put it in through the outside of that first sidewall hole, and then come up and under that first hole of mesh, and then go back around and through the outside of that first sidewall hole again, so you could create a little loop like that. Then we're going to come back under that first hole of mesh again and around into that next sidewall hole and back up and under through the mesh. And so what this is going to do is create two loops that are basically just like an interlock, and they're going to lock that first hole of mesh down very tightly. So then I'm going to skip this next sidewall hole and come down and do an interlock on the second hole of mesh. So you can see I've skipped that sidewall hole and gone down to that next one and interlocked that hole of mesh down and pulled it very tightly to that next sidewall hole. Then I'm going to interlock the next hole mesh down to the next sidewall hole without skipping any. Make sure to pull those interlocks really tight, guys. And finally, on the fourth hole of mesh, I'm going to interlock it down to that next sidewall hole. Alright, so you can see we've got our first 4 interlocks done, and those first 4 holes of mesh are pulled down very tight. So that's what's going to create our channel. Now we're going to create the pocket. And since we want the pocket up high, we want to triple up right after that last interlock, so the pocket will stay up higher in the head. So for a triple up, I'm going to go through 3 holes of mesh, coming up and under through the bottom, back around, and up and under through the next one, back around, and finally up and under the third. And what I like to do is hold the string tight and take the mesh and pull it, so you can see all those holes of mesh gather together right there, and it'll make them lay much flatter, and then go in through the outside of the head and back around and tighten it up really tight. And so that triple up is what's going to create our pocket. So then we're just going to do singles down the rest of the head. So go up and under the next hole of mesh, and then in the outside of the sidewall and back around, up and under again, in the outside of the sidewall, back around, up and under, in the outside of the sidewall. And so you can see there's a triple, a 1, a 1, and a 1 without skipping any holes in the sidewall. And for the last one, I like to go in through the back of the hole of mesh and then in through the inside out of the sidewall, and then you want to tie it off. And then you will end up with a nice high pocket that sits up in the top of the head. For the bottom string, you want it to be a little bit longer so that it keeps it from bagging out down at the bottom, keeps the pocket from shifting down, it keeps it up nice and high. I put my bottom string through the next 9-diamond row after the last 10-diamond row that I strung. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe for more string tutorials and string videos. Like me on Facebook, just search East Coast Dyes, and thanks for watching.